Okay, people. So, yo, this this is something that I think it is always really nice to find at a festival, you know? So, with love and a major organ, it's the new film from Kim Albright, written by Julia Lederer, who actually adapts her own book of the same name from 2016. Okay, so it is produced by Madeline Davis, executive produced by Claire Whitman, um, and Laurie Lozinski, Wei Lee and Min Lee Gumpsa co-executive produce. It's co-produced by Nessa Arif. Story consultant is Anita Doran, and Anne Maguire also is a developmental executive producer. Jeremy Wallace McLean handles the music. Leonardo Harim, cinematography. Tony Zhu edits the piece. Aaron Lally and Annalise Tilling were on casting duties. Megan McCauley was production design. Art decoration is Tiana P. Gordon. Set decoration, we have Alison DeLeo, Nadia Salaba, Natalia White, and Oscar Yang. Costume design is Nicole Swan. Hair and makeup, we have Alison Jeffries, Keiko Fujama, and Patricia Bento. So our cast. Annabelle is played by Anna Maguire. Her best friend Casey is played by Donna Benedicto. Then we've got George, played by Hamza Haq. His mother, Mona, is played by Veena Sood. We got Sandra, played by Arghavan Janati. Laverne is played by Lara Sadiq. Mr. Man is played by Ryan Bell. Jess is played by Karen Burkett. Barbara, played by Enid-Raye Adams. Mako is played by Mio Suzuki. Betty is played by Linda Pollard. Kate is played by Jennifer Coping. Dr. Lee is played by Linda Boyd. So the gist of this story is this: in an alternative world where hearts are made of objects and suppressing emotion is self-care, a lonely woman rips out her own heart for the man she loves, only to discover that he's run away with it. Which is like, huh? So this is one of them films where you have no clue going in. Well, for me anyway, right? When you don't read the synopsis and you're just watching. Like, we open up and we just see like a guy crying, and then he pulls something, he does something, right? His whole demeanor changes, and we see this glowing thing on the ground. And it's just like, okay, what is that? Right? At first, I was like, oh, is that like an alien invasion thing? Is that what this is about? Right? Maybe these parasites or something. But then you come to realize it's the heart, right? And people can take out their hearts, which is, huh, okay. Like, you just think, all right, if you're going to take your heart out, that seems very problematic, you know. But yeah, in this world, people are using this app even. I think it's live stream, live something, right? And it's kind of like a cross between, you know, Fitbit, Apple Watch, and like, I don't know, eHarmony, right? All of these things, because it's kind of, you know, giving you motivational, you know, tips and cues, right? It's letting you know about feelings. So if you type, it's something you're talking to someone and they ask you a question and you might go, um, I kind of want to go this way. It will go, yes, that's right. That's where you would go, or no, you know. So it's using all the data that you've input and all the usage to kind of work out your best reaction to certain situations, right? And you can also supposedly find a partner via it, you know, someone that fully matches everything that you're looking for and you know you have going in your life and all of that kind of jazz. So most people are doing this. Annabelle, she has not succumbed to the app. All right. So you have most people around her, you know, very tempered in how they're doing things. And Annabelle is, you know what I mean? She's like the equivalent of a hippie. You know what I mean? Loose and fancy free, which is interesting. Right. And I think, you know, one of the interesting things about this film is you have that side of things, right? Someone who uses their heart is out there, free. Then we've got repression, and it's what works, right? It's that line. Where do you want to go? You know? And I think you're looking at it and you're being like, well, I feel like it's a balance between the two, because even though Annabelle is, you know, free and following her heart supposedly, you're watching and necessarily she's not always listening, right? It's that person who's like generous and, you know, will do things for you, but the things that they think you need rather than the things you've actually asked for, you know, and a little bit selfish because they're trying to push their ideals onto you. So, you know, the fact that you've decided to use the app, you've decided to marry someone, you've decided to live your life in a certain way, they might not agree, but as long as you're happy, you'd be like, yeah, all right. You know, the only time with that kind of thing you really get involved is if you see someone like defrauding, fucking your friend over. You know what I mean? Maybe they're just, you know, having mad affairs behind your back, right? They're just doing shabbiness. Then you might say something. But if someone is happy, let that motherfucker be happy, right? Right? But, you know, we see Annabelle kind of trying to push her thing, her vibe onto her friend, you know? So it's a bit like, yeah, being free is cool. That's cool, man. But you gotta be respectful. So we then, you know, when you know, homeboy runs away with her heart, right? Which that's an interesting one. You know what I mean? When George gets the heart and you know, straight away it's just like, oh, you know, we see the change in George. Because it's, you know, he talks with Annabelle, he's nice to Annabelle, but it's all very tempered, restrained. Yeah, and he doesn't really get, that next stage of emotion. But then when he has the heart, we see this change in him. But again, there is a mean side to it, which is very interesting. We have, poetry in the film, which is always fun, right? There's poignant things being said, poignant things being done. It is that film that is kind of like the mirror to being held up to society. This is all make believe. Obviously, we don't pull our hearts out practically. Theoretically, you can have your heart wrenched out for sure. But it is that looking at, the things that might make society better, the issues we have with communication, that's all here. Like, two of my funniest part, like the things that I was just made me grin in this film was the room of uncontrollable joy. Right? Just that. And the way, right? With all of this, it's the way that Kim brings it to life. The way that she will center the camera on someone so you can really see the emotional impact of that scene is done very well. And there is this scene with George later on in the film, and oh my god, just the whole build of this thing is great. And when he says, maybe this is fast, but these feelings are like lice. Oh my god. Oh my god. I laughed so much. It was just priceless. Priceless. I'm not going to say anything else about it because I want you to have that same experience, people. This look, it's done very well. It's very well. I really did enjoy it. There was definitely some bits where you kind of feel, like we could have explored that a little bit more, right? Or had, a little bit more commentary on that thing. The mum, Mona might get a little bit shortchanged, you know, if you're not paying too much attention to it, right? If you are paying attention, I feel you get that whole situation. But you might feel she's getting a little shortchanged. But with Love and a Major Organ, this is a really, really good and enjoyable film. It really is, people. I've seen the reference of Eternal Sunshine and a Spotless Mind thrown there. That, yeah, possibly. I might go adaptation, because it's kind of that meta feel, but without being fully there. And that just exploration of. And something else it reminded me of, In a World, right? That film about the voice actress, and then she realizes her life is being, narrated, right? That, and what was that other film that was like that? Oh my god, it's Will Ferrell in it, and Queen Latifah and Maggie Gyllenhaal. God damn it. Nah, I cannot remember the name. I love the film, which is just, yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. I love the film, but you probably get, you must know what it is, right? I know there's a motherfucker out there who knows what I'm talking about. But yes, if you enjoyed those films, With Love and a Major Organ will definitely speak to you. Listen, follow, like, all the links are in the on the website, so make sure you follow, you know make sure you follow Kim, make sure you Julia, the cast, and then you'll know when this might be screening near you. Okay, because it is definitely worth a watch. So, With Love and a Major Organ, check it out, people. Check it out.